Hello everybody, this is Kevin Dill with PickleAid.com bringing you another demo of a free tool listed on PickleAid.com. It is called dabuttonfactory.com. That's D-A buttonfactory.com. So when you come to the website, this is what you start with. You start with a rounded corner rectangular box with text that says "Your text here." Now, you can change every aspect of this button: the color, the text, the size of the button, and so on and so forth. And I'm just going to do a quick rundown of what you all can do, but I want you guys to play with this on your own because, again, it's a free tool. And I'm going to start with the text over here. We can change the text and say, for example, I wanted it to say something more call to action as access now with an exclamation mark. As soon as I hit the tab button, when I hit tab, it tabs down to the next portion, and you notice that my text automatically changes. I could change the font type, and you see it change. I could change from being a bold and italic. I can change the size of the font. I can change the color of the font to whatever I want. I can also change and put a shadow on the font. There's one already there, and it's 1 pixel away. Let's say, for example, I wanted it maybe 3 pixels away, and it looks something like that. Now, right now, I could say, "Hey, great! This is a great button," and I can just download it right now. But I'm going to go over here to the right-hand side, and I can change the style. I could change it to a rounded box, or I could just maybe go with a straight cornered rectangular box like that. But I like to have the rounded box. I like to be able to play with the background. Maybe not a gradient, maybe it's 2 colors. You can see that the top color and the bottom color is denoted by the top color and bottom color here that you click on and change. So if I wanted to change this to, say, this purple color, like that, and I want to change the bottom to maybe a darker purple color like that. Alright, so then I can also say, well, what about change it back to the gradient? There's a gradient from top to bottom. Say my text color needs to be white because it needs to stand out a little bit more. And there's that. Alright, I like that so far. I like to be able to put on a border. I want to put maybe a 6 pixel border, and I want it to be a very light gray, like so, and I want to put a shadow on my button. And you have orientations of where you want it to be: north, south, or none; east, west, or none. And so if I were to say south and east and west to none, you notice that when I select the size of it moves it down south, not east or west, but straight south with that. Alright, so now I can go in and change the color of this to maybe be a little bit darker gray than the border, and it looks like that. Maybe I want the border a little smaller, maybe 4, maybe back up to 5. Again, you can play with any and all this. One of the things that I like to be able to see is a little bit more padding, or call it pillow padding, around the letters, between the letters and the outside border of the button. And you can do that here by just selecting the plus sign to make it a little bit more padding around the letters. Alright, so now I've got a big button, pretty much access now. Again, I can change the font to whatever I wanted to, make it look a little better. Again, you can just play with this as much as you want to satisfy whatever font you have going on your website. Again, you can change the color of the background. Maybe you wanted it to be a dark purple instead of an absolute black. And you wanted it to be a little bit more pixels away from the font. So once you're done with this, all you need to do is click on this button. It automatically brings up a window of where you want to save it at. Make sure you save it into a folder that you know and label the folders appropriate for you. And then you can upload these images to your Pickle pages for your splash pages. Alright, this is another free tool brought to you by Kevin Dill, Pickle of PickleAid.com.